Christopher, how long have you been out here homeless?
Probably like a year. I just got out of prison. I did a year and a half in prison.
What was that for?
Possession.
And no family support, no when you got out?
No, none whatsoever.
So you haven't communicated with family at all?
I mean, I can, but I choose not to.
I hear that a lot. Is that to protect your family from like, you know, the news of you being out here, the grief?
Not to like protect them, but like, oh no, I was adopted, so like I never really met my real mom, my real dad, my real siblings, so like I'm kind of not like close to people, you know, like.
What was that year and a half in prison like? Was that your first time in there?
Oh, it was a good experience. It was a very good experience in prison. I learned a lot. I worked out every day. Got a lot of sleep. It was the best experience of my life being in prison.
And what are your plans now, Christopher?
Hope just move on like everyone else, you know, just move on in life just like everyone else does. Like,
when you're younger, Christopher, what did you want to become? What did you want to do as an adult?
I wanted to become a lot of things, a police officer, a firefighter, but I'm not. I'm like, obviously, you know, I'm on the streets, so.
For those younger kids that are, you know, they're 10 years old and they want to be police officers, firefighters when they grow up, when they're older, what advice would you give them? How can they stay on that path?
Like if you're into sports and working out, like stay to that, and like it's hard like getting out of routine, you know. It's like it's hard and getting back into routine with addiction in between, you know what I mean? Like, there's temptations everywhere. Just stay away from those temptations and say no to drugs.
That's really good advice. What's something that you would say kind of derailed you from your hopes and dreams when you were younger?
I didn't understand the question. What was that?
Like what derailed you? Like when you wanted to be a firefighter as a kid, what happened to you as a kid? Was it just, you know, bad decisions? Was it influence, gangs? What do you think? Was it just schools?
I never became a gang member. Like, there's influences everywhere you go, obviously. Like, temptations everywhere you go, obviously. I mean,
are you on probation or parole?
just being tempted to do something gets you off that track, you know, and you do that one thing. Well, no, I'm off parole now.
You're off parole?
Yeah, I killed my number. I went back to prison, killed my number.
Okay.
Because I went on the run from parole. Because I didn't care.
When you're in there, do they teach you like a trade, like a skill, so that when you get out, you can work?
It's not like military, bro. You do your own routine. You could choose if you want to eat or you can miss that meal. You know what I'm saying? You have a job. You do yard work. You work the kitchen. Like if you get caught, like it's a good experience, really. You know, prison is. So I learned a lot in prison.
But some people like want to avoid prison though, right? They'd rather not go to prison, you know, to have more freedom and learn those skills, the skills that they teach you in prison. You know, some people would rather learn it out here at a trade school or college or just working a regular job. Because sometimes prison isn't for everybody, right?
Right. Well, you could say that, and then like You could just walk down the street, pick up a crystal sack, and a cop pull you over, and bada boom, bada bing. It's like, you know, that's like bad karma to say. Well, I'm not gonna get like no beforehand and.
Yeah. Christmas was a couple days ago, Christopher. What'd you do for Christmas?
Nothing. I was just homeless. I didn't care.
It was just another day for you?
Yeah.
It's really cold at night. How do you stay warm?
I have a tent. I'm good.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's all the time I really have, sir.
Yeah. So, Christopher, thank you very much for talking to me, sharing your story. I'm going to give you a blanket so you can stay. And here's some treats, okay?
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Christopher. Stay safe, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate your time.